everyone, and welcome to this introductory episode of the Young People Sport Podcast, a podcast made by young people for young people.
In this brand new podcast, we will be talking about all things sport and the amazing benefits that sport can have for young people.
My name is Molly Sands and I'm here with Louis Gallagher, and we are the presenters of the Young People Sport Podcast.
We are both a part of the Young People Sport Panel, which is a Scottish panel made up of 20 young people from the ages of 14 to 23. Everyone on the panel is really passionate about sport and the impact it has on our lives, and our aim as a panel is to raise the profile of sport in Scotland and get as many young people involved as possible.
I've been involved with sport for many years as a coach, a player and an umpire. My main two sports are hockey and artistic swimming, which I compete with and coach with both of them.
Very impressive, Molly. I love sport ever since I was a young child. Football was my first love, and I've been playing football ever since I was about 6 years old. Cricket as well is one that I've taken up in more recent years, and as well as playing cricket at the moment, I also coach as one of my jobs, which is absolutely fantastic.
Shows a lot of commitment to be doing two sports, not just keeping one going throughout your years. The YPSP is run by Sport Scotland and supported by Young Scot, and we are now 1 year into our 2-year journey as panel members. We've learned a lot about sport in Scotland over this time and had the opportunity to talk to some really interesting people along the way, and we're really keen to share that with others.
And that is where the Young People Sport Podcast comes in. I don't know about you, Molly, but I'm super excited to get this podcast up and running.
Absolutely excited as well. Each episode will have a specific focus to centre our attention around, and we will have special guests alongside us, and some of our fellow panel members will make appearances as well. So we'll aim to have athletes, coaches and other influential roles on for each week, and we'll be tapping into their vast knowledge of sport, and hopefully listeners can have something to take away from each episode.
Now, the first episode, which will be out just before Christmas, will be celebrating sport, which gives us a chance to look back at the incredible things that have happened throughout 2021 in the world of sport. We will have some very impressive guests in this chat, including our very own panel member, Hannah Smith, who is in the GB climbing team and has had an absolutely smashing year in climbing, and I can't wait for that.
Make sure not to miss out on that because it's going to be brilliant. Our second episode will be focused on women in sport. And I'm delighted to announce that we'll be speaking to a few incredible women, including our very own Tilly O'Donnell, another panel member. Because gender equality is a massive issue, especially in Scotland and throughout the world. And lots of amazing initiatives are taking place to banish inequality, although there's still a long way to go. Tilly herself has made a huge amount of involvement in this field, so it'll be really great to chat to her.
On top of these main themes, in each episode we will be discussing other topical issues, things we're listening to or reading at the moment, and also any other sporting events that are happening around the world that we find interesting.
As a panel, we think it's so important for young people's voices to be heard, especially when it's coming to the shaping of future of sport in Scotland. After all, it's young people that understand what other young people want and need.
Sport can be such a powerful tool and can lead to incredible things for everyone. And it can definitely lead to improved physical and mental health, and also help people develop all sorts of skills and even lead to career opportunities. And we think everyone should know about this and be talking about sport. Isn't that right, Molly?
Well said, Louis. So that's our introduction. Thank you so much for listening to our brand new Young People Sports Panel podcast. Make sure to check out our very first episode, which will be out this month and shared on Sport Scotland and Young Scot social media.